Hey there, Norman. I hope you enjoy your vacation. I just wanted to do a quick video for you to show you the benefits of a private VPN tunnel that doesn't cost you anything. So I'm recording the screen and you'll see that I'm on 5G data. And unfortunately, the screen recorder sometimes interferes with the display of what's going on at the top under Android. So I'm running a custom launcher, Nova launcher. I set my phone up in a little bit different manner than most people. And this is my media page with some widgets going on to keep track of TV shows. So if I go into my NAS folder and I open up the Twingate app, you'll see that I'm already connected. Twingate's installed in a Docker container on my Synology DS1520 Plus NAS. And then I use the IP address of my little Unraid server running on a NUC as an extra connector, which means if my NAS goes down for some reason, I'm still able to access my local network through the already installed Twingate connector on the Unraid NUC. So a little backstory, all my Plex media is on my Synology NAS. I used to run Plex there because it's powered by a ninth gen Intel Celeron processor. It has an adequate iGPU. But I took Plex server to the next level by buying an 11th gen Intel NUC with a mobile i5 processor, which has a phenomenal iGPU in it, and I moved Plex and a few other containers there. So you can easily install the actual Docker container for Twingate under Unraid just as well as the Synology NAS. So that's the setup. So normally you'd see a little key at the top to the left of 5G, but it's not showing because I'm running the recording software. So if I go into my folder and I wanted to connect to my Synology NAS or the Unraid server, you just start it up and it's as if you were local. So a lot of this depends on your connection. So it's going to be dicey with a cellular connection, but not with a good Wi Fi connection. But you see, I've got enough speed on my cellular connection to easily connect home, at least at this location, which is actually home. So now we'll demo Unraid really quickly. So I'm going to jump right to the Docker tab. So basically, if you're looking for updates to anything, check for updates. And if the Plex container needed updating, right where it says up to date, it would tell you, and I could manually click on it to update the container. If I wanted to do maintenance while I'm remote, I could stop the container, I could go in and edit it, I could make any changes I wanted, and I'd be all set. So if I go into dashboard, I guess I have to close that first. Even though it's a big phone, it's easy to fat finger it. So there's some extras with Unraid. And a fun one is you can install Plex Stream, set it up, and if someone is streaming on your server, the Unraid dashboard has a notification of that. So my iGPU is set up properly, and if something is transcoding, the Unraid dashboard shows the load. So Unraid's a really neat server OS. So this is vacation fun for next time you go on vacation to amaze your far-flung friends and family. If some relative out of town is telling you should put this TV show on your Plex server, you can pass them your Budweiser and say, hold my beer, and start Twingate on your phone and go into, what am I looking for? Go into this friendly app and just add that new TV show. And then once you add it, a few minutes later, you can show off further by saying, "Hey, Uncle Fred, it's already on my server. It's already acquired and on my server." So there's a lot of fun to have outside of Windows. And of course, you can make Windows do anything. But the point of having to make it do anything is a lot different than easily enabling something. And there's a lot of easy things to enable in the Linux world. And Unraid's just a Linux server OS, pretty stable. Um, but I would be suggesting the same remote access if you were fully on a Synology NAS. Now, a little explanation of my setup. It's going to Portainer. And again, I'm remote to Portainer, and I just access my shit, so to speak. So these are the containers I'm running here. I have a text Plex server, but all these fun containers like that or this, or where am I? I'm missing something. Or this, all these fun containers should be running local to where your Plex media is. So because my Plex media is on my Synology NAS, and I've set up my shared media folder correctly where things land from this program in the same shared folder, I've obtained atomic moves. If I move these fun apps to my Unraid NUC, those apps are no longer local. So when you request something with this program, and then this service, let's say, brings it in, and then this service has to rename it and move it to the media, all that happens over your local network versus happening instantaneous because the media is local to where the services are running and you've set your folder structure up to achieve atomic moves. So if you really want to have that vacation fun to show things off, you need a proper trash guide setup that achieves atomic moves. Otherwise, you're not saying to your drunk uncle, "Look how fast this stuff's coming into my server," while we're sipping Mai Tais at an outdoor bar. Okay, so anyway, this is kind of lighthearted, but there's a lot of benefits to moving away from Windows. And of course, you can do all these things under Windows, but dare to say, I don't think you can do it as easily or as securely under Windows. So if you're looking for a little help, feel free to tap me on the shoulder. I love helping people getting their Plex server all nice and squeaky, clean like a well-oiled machine. So I'm mixing metaphors. Um, I know a lot about Plex and not a lot about staging YouTube videos. So anyway, enjoy your vacation and happy Plexing.